Yo,
What up, what up, what up?
what up, y'all?
Back again, baby. How's it going?
Another one, another dollar.
Episode 41. We have some special guests here today with us. Thank you, all you viewers, for tuning in. Once again, this is DNA Sports Podcast. Make sure you go to DNA Sports Denver. Check it out. Buy some merch. Check out a podcast. Book a session. Whatever you got to do, but go show us some love. Check out all our socials, too. Make sure you hit up YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, everything. DNA Sports.
That's DNASportsDenver.com. What up, Don? What's new, bro? How you been?
Not much, man. Just, another week passed by. More sports going on. Got 50 going on tonight. Got the box seats. We're in the suite, baby.
Oh, wait, you doing 50 right?
We're doing it big.
Damn. Maybe
Yeah, and then Cancun on Thursday. So it's popping right now.
Didn't you just go to Snoop?
I just went to Snoop, too.
This motherfucker living the best life of his life, bro.
Hey, sometimes you got to live, bro, and not worry about anything else. You know what I mean? We're only here for a little bit of while.
Hey, bro, as you mentioned, we got some special guests, man. Why don't you let's go and get the fellas introduced?
Needless to say, we got a bunch of close people to me ever since I was a young kid, right? Family, and they're in the building. It's Midwest Entertainment. That's
right, baby.
Over
What up,
here,
baby?
we got Saw the Monster. We got
Midwest.
Wes Drew.
What up?
And we got Creep.
right,
Midwest Entertainment. How y'all doing?
We good.
Good.
We like Fab, baby. We good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Well, hey, man, welcome to the pod, man. We appreciate you fellas hopping on. It's dope getting to know y'all just beforehand and getting to hear about some of the stuff you guys will be talking about later on, man. But just welcome to the show, man. As we do,
Thanks for having me.
always talk about what's new and
appreciate
just
you
see what's
guys very
going on,
much.
man. So it's good to see you fellas getting it in and getting some music out soon and getting a whole bunch of stuff launched. But
Yeah, so for those of you who follow the local rap scene, you may have heard of Midwest Entertainment. Midwest Entertainment originally was in the 2000s. They started in '99, with Saw behind the keys and making all the magic happen behind the keys and all the artists in the booth killing it. Plenty of hits till this day. Check them out on Spotify. But now it's the new regime, right? And now they're transitioning and revamping everything. So tell us a little bit about what you got going on right now and, the new regime. Anybody?
Well, first of all, we starting back up, right? It's something new.
Yeah.
It's new. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you just mentioned on Spotify, that is us still. But it's changed, right?
Yeah.
Times are changed. Everything's changed.
Changed huge. It's a big difference.
Yeah, so like that, right here we got our new change. One of our artists, our first artist, Wes Drew. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Going hard right here. We got a couple tracks from him getting ready to get dropped on live the platforms, all that kind of stuff. Just some little technical difficulties right now, but we good. We getting ready on that.
Everything's a process.
Everything
Yes,
is
sir.
a process, dog. Hey, you got to start from somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah.
We just
So,
building
yeah,
up,
man.
Too. We just stacking tracks up.
yeah, we got tracks and
He's knocking at least 2 tracks out every time he's in the booth.
good.
All
And
the
you,
time, bro.
so Drew, how long you been rapping for? Is this something fairly new to you, or you been rapping since you was like in diapers?
Well, I just always love music, to be honest with you. I just always love music, but I haven't. I just started rapping, like, taking it seriously for the past year.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like too crazy, but I've been going like recently, like almost every weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah, man. Well, what got you into rap, man? How did rap catch your heart?
Just when I was young, just always my pops. He was always just playing his shit. I was always listening to his music, and I was always just thinking that shit was dope. So I was like, I don't
Gotta
know.
hop into it.
Yeah, how did I feel that? How to get a feeling for it?
It's fun, man. Like I think just creating anything, you know what I mean? Like you create something, and then you record your first verse, and then you run it back in the booth, and it's on point. Everything's right with it, and it just hits different,
feeling,
right?
It's a feeling.
Yeah, it just hits different, man.
You
So
carry your own voice or whatnot, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's your product.
Yeah. Well, that's like, I mean, I imagine that's the same feeling like an artist get when he paints like a painting.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Once they're done with the
It's just
painting
like
and
an
it's
artist,
right, and it's like, oh,
you know,
that's
it's a
it.
pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
It's like a quarterback. You know what I mean? It's that. That's what you do. That's what you love to do. That's it, dog. That's, I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, that's like my favorite lyricist. Always been able to paint the picture with
Yeah,
the lyrics. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's what I love, man. I love
Yeah.
with music, with hip hop, whether it be, you know, even like rock and country. They tell a story,
yeah.
man. I'm a
It's all
storytelling
story.
lover,
Have to
bro.
be.
Like,
Have to be.
yo, you get creative with how you know, anybody could say like they went out to the park, had a
Yeah.
good day, and it was,
Yeah.
but to put it down on wax differently and very
Different,
creatively, bro,
dog.
is where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that, Drew. Why do you enjoy making music, and what does it do for you? You know, a lot of people use music as an outlet to get off their pain, frustration, and all the bullshit of life. You know what I mean? What does music do for you?
Shit, I would say the same too. Yeah, the past 2 years have been kind of rough, so I think I've been using music more to get out the word of how I've been feeling and shit. But like, also like that, I just have fun with it too. Like that should be fun. So
One of my favorite artists is dude now, Stevie Stone. He got this song called My Remedy, and talking about hip hop is his remedy and music is his remedy, and when he's starting to lose it from his trials and shit. So I can relate with that too with music because that was kind of my thing. Always just writing. I used to love writing just for the sake of writing when I'm frustrated or when when the emotions hit, bro. You know, as a young man, you don't always get to express those emotions the way you probably should.
out.
You know what I mean?
you can't just go to homie and start talking to him.
Nah, it's different these days, bro. It's different these days for real. But like when we were kids, though, like for real, man, I grew up around the same time y'all did, and it's to express that stuff. So that's all. I always found the pen and pad is like way of expressing that shit. Plus, I like creative writing
Me with
anyway.
the keys too. Like back then, dog. It just for some reason it just drew me to it. You know, drew us to music, dog. It just drew us to music, and once you started doing it, it just get that itch.
It's funny how like fucking just time, dude. Like you just fucking around with a little chord or something like that, bro. And then like the next thing you know, you've been down in the studio for 3 hours and came up with some shit. You know.
Well, saw you talk about the itch, right?
Yeah.
How does it feel to get that itch back, bro? Because
Dog, I'm still
it's
itching.
been. Did you take a little hiatus
Yeah,
since
dog,
the
I
last
lost my
time, or
mind.
did
To be
you?
honest, I lost my mind for
Yeah.
real. I just had to find myself, dog. Yeah.
It feels good to get that
Yeah,
itch
dog.
back and be back in there. Man, it's good to see you behind the keys, brother. I'll tell you
dog.
that much.
I mean, we got some more stuff coming, dog. It's we got Creep's still an artist, dog.
Yeah.
Drew. We got Chaz. We got who else? We got
We got a soul.
Saul. We got a couple other artists we're looking at,
Yeah, we got.
but
Lil
we just
Anthony.
got to talk to see how it goes.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Cross all the T's, dot all the I's.
Yep.
Yo, Creep, what's it like transitioning from being an artist? You mentioned you're still doing your thing, but from being an artist to now being a co-owner of Midwest.
Shit, it's a lot more on my plate. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Versus just from yo, man, I want this beat and getting down to it, putting it down, and then going performing it. It's a lot more stressful.
Yeah, more responsibility, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, man. Plus, I was 19 when we first started. You know what I mean? So now being 42 or whatnot, it's a big difference. But it's not really like caring or wanting so much responsibility when I was that young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now that I'm older, it's like shit. I should have been helping out a lot more too.
Well, I think you learn though, right? You grow and mature. You understand that you could have, you had the strength to. Sometimes, man. Sometimes when you're young, you just fucking thinking about one thing. That's taking care of you. You know what I mean? And
That's real.
it's that grown man perspective, right? That sit back and let life teach you some shit over the course of a couple of decades, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's choices I made that I wished I could take back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because we'd be in a whole different position right now, predicament right now.
But you here now though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're here with knowledge. You're here with wisdom now. Being able to understand how to fucking not do the same thing or how to do
Kind
some
of
shit
like
a little
that
different.
hindsight
It's-
shit.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more like that
exactly.
Hindsight.
it was
You know
more
what
like
I'm
it
saying?
was more choices with the label though, and whatnot.
Yeah.
I had opportunities to better us or whatnot per se, but we'll not get on that topic. But
But I always tell my partner here, if you don't grow through it,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, don't just go through it, grow through it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has trials and tribulations, ups and downs. But if you don't learn from those mistakes, if you don't learn from what happened before, then that's insanity. You know what I'm saying? So if you learn from it and you build off of it, then it'll only be better for this new regime.
Yo, my cousin's in town, bro. We just had some drinks yesterday. We were talking about he's launching a new business, tattoo removal place out here. Shout out to Inkless.
Tattoo removal, huh?
Yeah, I got to connect, bro. You guys,
I know
straight
a few
up,
people are like, I
straight
don't know
up.
about this one.
Hey man, we had him on. We had my cousin on a few episodes back, bro, and he's trying to change the game and with how he does it with affordability and fucking more people having access. Go listen to that pod because it's a great episode, bro. Because he's definitely talking about that. But we're talking about timing, and it's like he's launching this business and it just didn't. Sometimes it didn't feel like the right time, but sometimes, dude, timing isn't. Timing's never going to be right for us. Like you just got to do that shit, bro. And
do it.
you know what, the time's now, right? So the time's right because I'm gonna make it the right time. And so respect to y'all for hopping back in it, man, and teaching this young man how to get down like a grown man on the mic, and maybe he can be the one that makes them decisions that maybe you didn't make previously. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
we didn't know, dog. We was 19, like you said, we was 19. None of us knew shit.
Shit, we knew everything but nothing.
Just one day, this Saw hit me up. Was like, "Yo, you ready to get down?" I was like, "What the fuck you talking about?" He's like, "The studio, bro. This dude went about the whole knot, dog. Everything.
Got it up, ready to go. Let's get it
Like a
popping.
week later, we was recording, bro.
Hell yeah.
That was Midwest is born. You know what I mean? And
I didn't even know how to do anything.
then, we all
Self-taught.
I didn't even know how to open the fucking computer, dog.
The crazy thing is, right, is like we talk about what we knew or what we didn't know back then, and this new generation. Wes Drew could literally be the missing piece because this new generation is a lot smarter in certain aspects
It's
than us. You know what I
different,
mean?
dog.
Like we were bullheaded, ready to just jump into shit, and didn't really think about nothing. And this new generation got the technology and everything else behind them that they already know how to operate most of this. You know what I'm saying? So social media and things like that, that's where it's at. If you're on social media and you're putting your shit out there on social media, that's where you're gonna get noticed. You know what I mean? Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all those
See,
different
we're trying to narrow down all the legalities and all that shit right now. So, there's a few tracks we're getting ready to put out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to start with one, then you got to go to another, and then you got
But we got enough
and
right
everything is different. Each track is each track you put out, each single you put out is a whole nother legal ball game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking before we got on. We got to make sure you get your shit's priced. So you get that paper right. So when motherfuckers are playing this on a video game, and you're sitting there playing Madden 25, and you're like, "Yo, what the fuck? That's my track.
Why am I on here?
Where's my paper at, Madden?"
Hey, it's a dope look, but we need that bread too, Madden.
Right?
Exactly.
Hey, what's the sound like? You said it's the new regime. It is the old Midwest, but it's not the old Midwest. So what is it? I heard a couple tracks, so I know what it's like. But tell the viewers, tell them what it's like. What kind of what could they expect?
I mean, that young money, man. It's right now, dog. That's our artist is that young paper, dog. That chasing all that dream. You know what I mean? I'm old. Creep's old. It's that young, like.
This is what you're hearing now, honestly. I ain't no front. It's what you're hearing now.
Everything you're hearing.
I ain't too fond of the new style that's out or whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But that's his style.
It's young.
But
to me, it's young.
but he
To me, it's just that new.
but they doing it different, bro.
New
Our
era,
artists,
dog.
they have they rhymed exactly like he said. You want to hear the story. A lot of these cats ain't telling stories. They're just yapping about whatever.
Stories,
about
dog, young
doing
stories.
pills and doing whatever. Some ignorant shit, bro.
We didn't do
Hey,
we didn't do pills and all that shit like they do now.
But in
different
our-
shit is now, so they talk about different shit now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we used to
in
talk
reality,
about,
we used to
about
talk
blowing
about
trees in the
stupid shit
studio
too,
and
though, you know
drinking.
what I mean?
dog, I mean,
I fuck with the new shit. Honestly,
I
like,
fuck with it. I
think,
mean,
like,
that's why I'm
the
back in
trap,
music,
you know what I
dog, 'cause
mean?
I
Like
fuck
the,
with the new
the
shit.
bounce to it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
old heads,
Yeah.
we're just tuned in on trying to hear pure lyrics.
Yeah,
we're trying to hear
I just
exactly
like
what
music,
you're saying.
dog. The new music to me, any new music, even country, rap, whatever, dog. To me, it's fresh. So people are still liking music.
it's
People are
dope.
still putting
Well,
out their feelings. and
It's
everything,
important
dog.
too that you got some OGs, right? With the young cat, and just because he does his music a certain way doesn't mean that there's not influence on both ends. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and that's that's what we need in hip hop. That's what we need in all music is people to bridge the gap. Right, there's a gap between different generations, and then when you guys cross over, you know,
honestly-
think about producers. You're a producer, brother. Think about all the different producers that worked with cats that were coming up. That's just a completely different sound of theirs. And then you go back like 10 years later, go look at it, and you like realize they have production credits on that, and you're like, hold on, wait a minute, like. Okay, so that's where he started dabbling and changing it. So it's important to have the younger cats learning from the older cats, and the older cats definitely learning from the younger cats because they got perspective to offer.
They're kind of two different styles, right?
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Kind of totally two different styles.
Yeah, like for real.
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time,
He
though,
does his
man.
own singing thing and whatnot too. So he does like he'll do his own hooks and whatnot too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You
it's
did hooks
good.
too.
Yeah.
Dope. And are you changing your voice at all? Doing a little auto tune with it? Or are you doing pure your voice?
No, I do a little bit of auto tune, but it's not like all crazy. I just touch it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. So, who do you working with different producers as you're going through the different tracks, or is there one guy that you kind of been working with more than others?
I've been to only like one. I've only been to one producer, and I've been stuck with him since low key because I don't know. Look,
that vibe.
he like does
nice.
what I like. He's
Yeah.
nice.
He's nice.
He
cold.
pretty much he's cold as fuck.
He's good at what he
Pat
does.
Anthony.
I was gonna say, who was the
Yeah, he's
motherfucker,
a-
man?
it's-
Shout him
it's
out.
Pat Anthony. He's cold.
Yeah, he's
You
dope,
look him
dog.
up on Facebook, whatever, Instagram. It's Pat Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope. We'll
He
check
gets the
him
job
out.
done. He gets the job done for sure.
Shout out to him, and that's important, right? You said it's a vibe, and he knows you, and it's important to get somebody who knows you that you can relate with and knows exactly what you want to hear. So when you come out of the booth, it's already ready for you to hear. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's exactly how you like it. You know, kind of like the relationship that they talked about when Saul hit him up, say, "I got this studio shit, come down," and all of a sudden that was Midwest. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's the same exact thing. So that's dope that you got somebody that can really relate to you and you can vibe off of each
And I
other.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that dude's flow. Like
Yeah.
he knows how to work his studio, dog.
Yeah.
He knows his shit. So
He's on it.
he's cool.
He don't
He's
do
cool with me,
that.
dog.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Any other producers or even big names that you would hope to look forward to working with in the future?
I mean, honestly, not. I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah. Anyone, if I'm trying to get like the biggest I can, you know.
Yeah.
But like just baby steps right now.
Yep, I feel you.
If there was anybody in the game right now on the mainstream or on, well-known underground, who would you compare your style to? Or any amount, like it could be a few different people.
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't really compare myself to anyone.
Okay.
I just my it's
Hey,
my
that's
style.
that's Midwest,
Yeah.
dog.
I
We're
couldn't really. It's hard
we
to
don't
say.
we don't sound like anybody.
Well, I think
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it should be taken as that.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
not. What I would say is like we all sound like somebody.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
It's
There's
a
nothing
gumbo.
original in
It's a
hip hop.
mixture.
Oh, no.
It's a mixture. It's menudo, dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because there's nothing original in hip hop. Just the lyrics, right? Just what
Yeah.
we put out. I mean, at some point a chord has been played before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm curious. Like, sometimes like we take not necessarily just inspiration
Yeah.
from like, yo, I like what that motherfucker says. Maybe our message gets stirred that way. So I was just curious, like. Coming out young. I mean, I remember when I used to rap, bro. Like, I didn't like the question either, but it was more so. And I started thinking about it. And I'd be like, all right, my shit's inspired, but like, I like Pac a little
yeah,
bit.
well,
And I'm
like,
not saying like I think people when they ask you who do you think you sound like or who do you think your style
Who
is,
you
people think
inspired.
you're saying I'm this person, and that's disrespectful. And you get backdraft. And people need to understand that's not what the question is. The question is like, hey, what inspires your style? What inspires you to get that shit done?
There's a few artists that I listen to that I could say I could go out. That inspired me to start like going off, like going
Yeah.
rapping and stuff. Like there's Lil TYS, there's Lil Durk, there's all these big artists that
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
like they'll be like, oh yeah, I like that shit. I
Yeah,
like
see-
rapping like that. It inspired me to do that shit.
It's important to have our inspiration, right? Like the artists that we looked up to. Because I mean, you think about the Biggies, the Tupacs, the artists of the '90s that spurred our generation. Like, dude, hey, that's where we find that love. Snoop Dogg to this day, right? Like you find some love, and that fool changes his sound and style all kinds of different ways. You know what I mean? So it's important, man, to keep that open ear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you're bumping Dirk right now when you're not listening to West Drew.
I was on the way here. Shit.
I listen to me all the time, no caps.
Yeah, that you rocking with the new Dirk though?
I'm rocking with the new Dirk. His new album go crazy.
You say you listen to Dirk too, Saul? What about Gunna?
I listen to everything new.
All right.
I have to.
Yeah, everyone's not fucking with
I have
Gunna
to
right now,
listen
but
to
he's hard.
everything new.
Yeah, no, that was my next question right there, because he knows me, but Coach Don he be digging and he
Yeah,
be doing
no
shit.
cap.
So my question is, we all know who Gunna is, and we all know he just snitched, right?
Yes.
Do you still listen to his music after you know he snitched? Do you still support it, or because of certain politics of where everybody is brought up in, do you not listen to him? It's kind of like R. Kelly, right? Does anybody listen to R. Kelly after what happened with him?
I didn't listen to him too
You know what I
much
mean?
before, but I don't
I was
listen
gonna
to
say
him now. Really,
I'm about to say
Yeah.
the same
You know what I
shit.
mean, if
like,
he comes across, I'm not gonna skip him just because he's the fucking whatever, dog. You know what I mean? If he's
Hey, if
put,
there's a track I like, I'm gonna let that joint pop.
I was gonna say, does
it's
the
already
beat
put
catch me?
out. What I mean, it's already put out. It's on my plate. It's coming through. What do you want me to do, dog?
You know,
what I mean?
at this,
Dumb it down.
I mean, that thumbs up that shit.
Yeah,
I still listen to Michael Jackson, bro, and
yeah, no,
that motherfucker.
And there's an exception, like certain cats on the know you saying keeping it 100 and shit.
yeah,
I will not bump 6ix9ine.
I don't think I've ever really bumped him, dog.
yeah. Me neither.
And I didn't like his music beforehand, so it was easy for me to be like, yo,
Yeah.
That's straight boo boo. That's not music to me, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a question that I be asking people off the mic, on the mic. You know what I mean? Because
No
like
cap.
me personally, I'll probably debate it before I press play. Honestly, just
I'll
because.
think about it for sure.
Just because I'm a totally, completely different person.
not
than
gonna
what I
search
used to
up
be, but
that
there's
and
still
look it
things
up.
that are embedded in my head that I can't get rid
you
of.
won't
You know
you
what I mean?
won't listen to him, but you listen to another rapper telling himself.
Telling himself.
I'm the beat, man. He just sitting there
hey.
telling on himself.
Hey,
dog.
they are telling on themselves, but they're
I'm
not telling on
themselves.
others,
Never
bro.
thought
Like,
about it that way. I was-
but you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like let's get one thing straight for everybody out there though. That whole snitching narrative and everything else that used to that is out. That's out, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I guess. Yeah,
just don't even I don't know.
People
we don't
still
need
get
to
mad.
go down that rabbit hole
it's
anyway.
still
but
fucked up shit.
it is, but
that's-
be smart about who you
Keep your little ass home.
Yeah, don't be out there doing stupid shit to get yourself in trouble, especially when you're out here trying to make it like Wes Drew's about to make it.
Also, I'm gonna do the Chris Carter approach and just have you a fall guy and make sure the motherfuckers around you, ain't gonna snitch on you, man.
Yeah.
Because it'll always be the ones you have around you, your closest ones, bro. That's sitting there telling,
My
man.
dirt's on the lonely, dog.
We talk about all the athletes all the time that
Yep.
are kind of putting themselves in. Look at John Morant. You know,
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
You got to do what's right for you when you're in a certain spotlight, like
For real.
And if your people that are around you don't understand it, then they ain't your fucking people.
Nah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
it.
Simple
That's
and
it.
plain. Like
Can't rock with
Like why is he carrying this? I mean, he was by himself. He was solo.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, who's gonna let him roll solo though? I mean,
Drew, where can they go out and find your music now?
Right now, I'm just on. I have a few songs released on SoundCloud, but I have like a few new tracks that I'm trying to get released on all platforms. I just haven't
What's your
had the
SoundCloud?
chance to set it up. It's I have one Wes Drew, and then I have one that's just Andrew Aguirre, I think.
Dope.
Nice. Well, be on the lookout because they're in the lab. They're mixing it up every day. He told you he's knocking out 2 tracks every time he goes in. So before you know it, you'll have some heat to listen to from Wes Drew, and it's gonna be out soon. Let's get a little bit on the behind the scenes aspect of the label, though. What is your 5-year plan for your artist, Creek?
Honestly, man, let's just take it year by year. But my plan within the next year, we're gonna be all over every platform, every state,
Yeah.
maybe different countries and whatnot. That's
Yeah.
my plan on the next year. So 5 years,
Yeah.
times 5, baby.
times 5.
Yeah. That's what's up. And then the transition, we were talking a little bit before, so like the game has changed, right?
It's
like
changed,
back
dog.
in the day, you're printing CDs and Foozer Sound CDs out the trunk, or you know what I mean? Like,
difficult.
there were shows, like it was a lot
Especially
harder.
here.
Some say it's a lot easier now, but it's actually a lot harder because there's a lot of different avenues you got to go through that you don't really realize. Like you can't just upload your song and it just be that.
No, it's not just straight upload.
You know what I mean? Like unless you want to lose out on what you.
That's why I
you know
said
what I mean?
I
Like,
still, I got to make sure everything's right. Make sure we get royalties set up. Make sure because you have to select it, right?
Yeah.
We're doing everything legally.
I mean,
We
you
ain't
have to
playing
pay for it. You have to buy all this before you even get on Spotify.
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
So, I mean, it's just I'm not, I'm not the lawyer. right? So I got to look at all this closely and make sure I'm looking at it right, you know.
Yeah,
So
for sure. So is there any plans or talks to grow from as far as your current roster right now? I know we've kind of talked about it before, and you're looking for some other people. But if there's any
Yes,
artists
that's
out there
right.
listening right now, you know, maybe you could reach out to them right now and say, look,
need some
if
singers.
you do this and you're that dude or you're that chick, hit me up.
female
So
singers,
this is
male
This
singers.
come from me, Creek. Yo, anybody we're looking for rappers,
Yeah.
singers, shit, you dance, any kind
Yeah.
of musical talent, we accepting it. It doesn't matter what it is. 'Cause
Play an instrument.
Yeah, instrument. We gonna try and get our own band and whatnot too. So like we accepting all talent.
He's just building right now.
Yeah.
Just building right now and everything you can build on.
You know, we got like 5 artists right now, literally, and we trying to at least
Couple in the man. You know what I mean?
Works.
Just
Yeah,
kind of talking.
You guys were talking earlier about how, like, you know, how it started, you know, hustling CDs out the trunk, pressing up CDs in the basement or whatever, man. I miss them old times like that, bro. 'Cause that shit was more like a dope hustle. Like, and it took a lot of people from the dope game, you know, to give them that outlet of being able to hustle them. It's a little different now because there's not as much physical CDs to give out. You know what I mean? But it's dope because then you could just, you know, you can send your shit over to Japan, no problem.
On that platform, you're
Yep.
worldwide.
Yep.
And
Big
at
difference.
that point, it's to me it seems like it's a little easier that way as an artist, right?
Well,
But
it's like,
but
you know,
behind the
SoundCloud.
scenes, you have to do all. The
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. Well, that's what a lot of these cats you see now do is like a lot of the newer cats. They figured out that this side of it, right? Or maybe they don't give no money off of this side of it right now, but they stream to their SoundCloud, make a name, and following for themselves. They blow up, and then they catch that check. You know what I mean? It's funny. What do you guys think about? It's kind of off topic what we're going with. Make sure you guys hit up Wes Drew on SoundCloud, though. I just picked it up real quick, real easy. Go follow,
Drew.
man.
Wes
Do
Drew.
some love and follow, all right? Because, we need these motherfuckers following. But what do you think about all these artists, man, that have been in the game for a long time, coming back and buying their masters now? Like, or buying
whole
other
catalog?
people's masters. Yeah, a whole catalog
That's
master.
why I say I got to
I ain't
make
mad at
sure
him.
I got to do this guy right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why-
Because back then we didn't do shit right.
Right. Well, and
I mean, now I got to make sure. That we
and
do
that's the
this
reason
shit
why
right.
these dudes are coming back and buying their catalogs
That's
is because
right.
they stopped making money off their catalog, but the record company never stops making money off of that shit, right? So, that 10, 15 years goes by, and then they're still making money off your shit. You got to get your catalog
Yeah,
right.
that's one thing me and Saw conversation when we
Yeah.
first started this joint. Our artists are gonna be
Yeah.
taken care of first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We
can't.
gonna make sure everything what they deserve is what they gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we get what we get.
Yeah.
Yep. We,
But that's just
we,
what it
we
is.
get we pick up whatever's left, dog.
That's the thing, man. A lot of people don't. It's always a crab in the bucket mentality, right? Where the crabs are always trying to get out the top, bearing each other down, and it's like people forget to understand, like, fucking, there's better opportunity if us all getting out the bucket. We just lift each other up real quick, you know what I mean, and do right by the artist. The artist and the music gonna do right by you.
Village, dog.
Real shit.
Takes a village.
Like, we've been talking about Wes Drew, and we mentioned a few of your artists, but just so you can get it out there, you want to mention a couple of them real quick again, just so that way the viewers out there know before we break off into the
Yeah.
next segment.
We got Ball Out, better known as Chaz, aka Ball Out. He's one of our other artists. He couldn't make it today, but he had a studio session. So he's in the process of going to studio as we speak. So that's what he's doing.
Hey,
I'm going
work
there
calls,
after
you know what I
this.
mean?
Yeah, dude, you got to be in the gym, right?
That's right. Then we have, like I said, my boy Saul. He's locked up right now, but he'll be out and
For real.
Yeah.
free Saul, baby, and he'll be out and he'll do. He already has shit in the making too already.
Yep.
We have my other nephew, Anthony. He's one of our artists too. So we got a few artists, man, right now. That like Saul said, we had like 2 or 3 we're talking to.
Yeah.
So
That's dope. Well, if you're an artist out there and you're looking for somewhere to broadcast your talents, and you got talents, real talents, because we don't want no non-talents,
if you ain't real with
make
it,
sure you holler at my boys at Midwest. You know what I mean?
Got to come with the bars. You got to come with the beats, and you got to come with that style and swag, man. You can't be
serious
coming
inquiries.
half stepping like a puppy over here. Just
That's right, because this game is cutthroat.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of cutthroat,
shout out to my boys at Cutthroat.
There you go.
Shout out to AJ the chef and his crew over there, Cutthroat Barbers on 38th and Pierce in Wheat Ridge. Man, make sure you hit them up. Go get your shit right. Go get a nice cut. Yo, make me feel good every time I go up there and see him, man. I'm ready to jump through the wall, hop in the booth and drop an album every time I go see AJ, bro. But yo, CLCutthroat.com. Make sure you book yourself a service. Again, shout out to AJ and his crew. Also, shout out to the Canyon Fly Shop just opened up in Cutthroat Barbers, man. You can go get your cut. You can go get you some fishing gear and get the fuck on the river. So it's dope, man. It's a great little concept they got going on over there, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to Matt over there in the fly shop, bro.
Yeah, shout out to AJ. Hey, we're gonna move on to this next segment, and we talked about doing things right, putting yourself in the right places, making sure you're surrounding yourselves with the right people. I don't know if you guys seen the news today, but YNM Malley was just announced as a mistrial. So you know he was obviously going to trial for the double homicide case. They were trying to give him the death penalty, and you know it was basically a hung jury, and they had to reward it a mistrial. So as of right now, he's a free man, but they will probably retry him and put him back in front of the judge. But you know this is a good sign for him as of right now.
That's a way out right now. I mean, I wonder if they convene and they decide there's not enough evidence or there's not enough, to sway this jury again. So they're just going to drop the charges, or they try to hit him with something different, So
he's got other shit, though. He's got other stuff. So.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about it, though, right, is as much as we preach to do the right thing all the time, all publicity is publicity.
Oh, this man about to make some money.
And he's gonna get out. He's gonna drop an album, and that album's gonna sell like crazy because he just beat a murder charge, a double murder charge. So everybody's gonna want to listen to him, right? And so his numbers are gonna probably go through the roof. He's probably gonna they were already through the roof before. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see how it progresses from this point on. He already has 10 platinum and gold plaques, so we'll see where he goes.
Damn. That'd be nice.
That's love behind him right there. No, man. I mean, it's you feel for him and his family. That he's free, and that's I'm sure there's some people that have been stressing nights over there because
It's
he's
honestly
gone.
free for now. It's honestly just free for now, dog.
But he's definitely about to. He's already blown up, but he's definitely about to do bigger numbers.
Oh yeah.
It just even if he got a month, dude, like this dude might get out. You think about all the tracks he has written, all the ideas and concepts he has kind of stored away.
Oh, yeah,
He's ready to go, dog.
Yeah, bro. Drop 3 albums, even if he does go to prison, he set his family for life still.
Yeah, but you also still got to be careful about what you come out and say.
Well, that's the thing. I was just gonna ask now, like, yo, what kind of music is he making now? Is he finna go make some gospel music, like, because
them
you gotta shut up.
them Ricos, they've been going after the rappers with them Ricos.
Well, we're talking about
Sue
this.
Surf.
We're talking about this off air, bro. We're talking about it off air, like, yo, they fucking OJ got away with murder. And then OJ got caught like trying to rob somebody to get his shit back and got hit like he was doing murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yo, they look for shit on you once you beat the system, bro. So like, you better put them track shoes on and get the running because, yo, shit's coming.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, you know what else is coming?
What's coming?
The 23rd letter.
Yes,
Let's go.
23rd letter. We're going to jump into that, man. So aside from music, you guys have your clothing line that just dropped, and it's fire, it's flame. I'm rocking the shirt right now for our viewers. If you want it, you go cop it. It's out there for everybody who gravitates towards it. So now we want to start. Like, what made you guys want to start your own clothing line?
All right, well,
We wanted to do clothing line back in the day.
yeah, we used to make Midwest shirts and whatnot too, and UTI shirts.
UTI shirts,
Yeah.
Midwest shirts, trying to do other shit.
For those that don't know what UTI is, Under the Influence crew, that was the crew I rapped with and whatnot. So we made shirts start from then, and then I had the idea, the 23rd letter. I always wanted the 23rd letter, that concept. For those y'all don't recall what the 23rd letter is and whatnot, it's the 23rd letter of the alphabet, and that is the dub. You know what I mean? So,
I thought it was V. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
No, just fucking with you. Just fucking with you.
a lot of people don't know what that is. So
No, that's
I gotta
dope.
Make it clear.
That's dope.
So,
That's the way to
So
do it.
I just never pursued it. You know what I mean? And I was like, I was like, man, I ain't never gonna do nothing with
fuck
it.
it,
Talk about
dog.
it. So I hauled that saw, and I was like, yo, I got this idea. What you want to do with it? It was like, where we get the logo from? I said, well, fuck it. I'll draw that joint up. So I drew that shit up. made it look like a dub or whatnot. Make sure I put the 23rd and the dub incorporated with each other, and there we go.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. And for everybody out there, the 23rd letter in the W is not only where we are and where we grew up at, but it also symbolizes victory, success, accomplishment, and so many other things in a competitive standpoint.
Yes, sir.
So
dub,
what does
dog.
that mean to you? You know what I mean? Like how do you plan on utilizing and kind of marketing the 23rd letter? Because to me, I see so many avenues for you guys, right? You could go throw it towards a sports organization
Yeah,
or something.
right
you know what I
away.
mean? Put it do all kinds of different things that is in a competitive field they can apply it to, because again, it's a dub.
That-
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's hard. Win,
Everybody
victory,
chases wins. You know, you got an artist right here, right now, who's literally chasing the win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's a walking billboard. He comes in here with drip all the time. My damn nephew, boy. Every time I see him, he got the most expensive jeans in the world and shit. I'm like, what the hell this dude doing out here?
Yeah, he worked hard for
Run in the mud. That's all
Yeah.
he's doing.
I think it's a dope concept, bro. I think like you take something, we grew up in the streets, and you take and show that the streets don't necessarily got to mean that it's street. Like you can have that you can have that upbringing and still be chasing that victory, chasing that dub. You know what I mean? And it's like that's the way that's the commercial appeal, man. And I think I second what Dom said with like the sports avenue, man. Just being that's what we're so closely related to. Like we're teaching kids how to stack victories every success to go get that dub too. You know what I mean? So it's like
real.
it's a great concept, dude. I salute that.
And that's so on that topic. That's me and Saul talked about that
Yep.
too. I was like, bro, like we're gonna make this huge, and we're gonna promote and sponsor who we can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like we're out there trying to sponsor any team, any athlete. You know, right now I'm sponsoring y'all's team.
That's what's up.
We're doing that, and that's that's just one of our steps, bro. We plan on doing a lot of things for the youth as well, for the community or whatnot, especially for the West Side too. You know what I mean? So we plan on doing big things, bro, and just helping out, bro.
Trying to help out.
Like you said.
What's the community mean to you, bro?
So just any I don't want to, single out nobody, but we'll say anybody struggling, any neighborhood struggling, bro, it's community.
Yeah.
They need help. We're gonna try to be there for them. Doesn't matter what neighborhood it is. Could be the north side, the east side, the south side. They need help. We're gonna be there to do it. That's the 23rd wants to be there just to help out, bro. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what community is, really, because right, it's like when I'm doing bad, then and you got me. You know what I mean? If you're doing bad, then I got you. And it's a community thing, right? Can I get some sugar? Remember back in the day, can I borrow some sugar? Can I get some ketchup? You know what I'm saying? Like that's community. That's about bringing each other up, and guiding people in the right direction and kind of helping them when they're down and out. You know what I mean? And through hard times. So
It's coming together in unity, right?
coming together in unity. That's a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
we all go through struggle, dog, and everybody needs help in their own ways. Everybody needs something.
I mean, even if you're financially set, bro, you need help in some way from somebody, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you need that interaction within the community, right? You need that fellowship. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%,
we could be set financially. Like I think we don't even we could be set financially and still need help. And I think people forget about that shit too. Like
agree with that one, bro.
community's us, man. The community's everyone that has your back, right, and is willing to build, to keep your back upright.
Yeah, I agree with that one, bro.
And you touched on it earlier. I do want to just, give you guys your flowers while you're here in front of me and in my presence, sponsoring an athlete. There's a lot of young athletes out there that, you mentioned come from, different backgrounds and lower poverty levels and just don't quite got it. You know what I mean? And sports is expensive as shit these days. So, you know what I mean? Like to have an outlet like you guys are providing to say, you know what, we can help out that young man, we can help out that young lady, we can help out where we can help out is remarkable, because that's gonna mean so much to those young kids later on in life. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know dude, but he paid for me to play football. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Like if someone would have did that for me when I was a youngster, I know that I would have still remembered them till this day. So
I think it's our obligation, bro. Like even if and anyone can have anyone has this obligation. It's to do right by the next man and the next person, right? Like you don't have to, like I said, it don't have to even be financial, man. You just got to do right by people, bro.
We're all
I
here
think
for
we're
each
better
other,
when we
dog,
do right
really.
by each other, bro.
We're all
Like
here,
we get
we're all here to help each other.
Yeah.
We're all put here like as a family.
Yeah.
Even though we're not family, we're a family, dog. Every one of us and community, your neighbors, Like if something happens across the street, I'm sure you're gonna go across the
Yeah.
street and say
Yep.
what's up.
It just
You know what I'm
benefits
saying?
us. It just
Best
benefits
believe
us
it.
as people more. You know what I'm saying? When we doing right by each other, because then there's less animosity, there's less hatred, there's less bullshit. You know what I mean? If you have another person step to you and you know that their whole mindset is in betterment and trying to get you better, you're less likely to be combative against them than if they step to you with some negative shit. You know what I mean?
And you know, it takes a long time to be able to accept help too.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers, especially like for me, I wasn't good about accepting help, bro. Like don't help me. You know what I mean? Like I'll help myself. I'll rather struggle.
Figure this shit out.
And yeah, and it took me a long time to really get to being able to have other people help me out, bro. Like, you know, my girl's family and showing me like the right way to be doing things and living life and really like looking out for me and my kids, bro, is remarkable. And at first I wouldn't accept this. So for those of you out there who are hard at accepting help, you know, when there's people trying to offer a hand, man, accept it because it's nothing more than just help.
And again, you said it earlier, dude. Like you have somebody now, that person's gonna that plants a seed in that person when they see somebody in a similar
They
situation
don't
because
have
they
to
know
remember you. They just
Yup.
gotta remember the
the
gesture.
deed. Yep,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I do what I do.
process.
You know? That's why I do what I do. That's
Process,
what I do when I was young. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I coached too. I coached my son since he was 6.
Yep.
You know, he played, so I know what it is, how much the cost is and whatnot, what it costs. I had 2 boys in
Yeah.
sports, you know, 3 kids actually. So, and he played every sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, so it's like, shit, man. I know sometimes these families have three boys playing at one time. You know,
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
That's expensive, bro. That's,
sir.
That's like $1,000 worth of equipment just for football alone. At least.
And you know none of these kids were the same size as shit,
No,
so you
so
can't
exactly,
do no
can't
hand me down.
hand-me-downs,
You know
nah,
how it
bro.
is as a parent,
Yeah.
man. Parent of multiple kids, the kids never were the same size of anything.
And I tried, bro, believe me. It's like my oldest is how much older than you? Like 4 years older than Drew. So I couldn't
Yeah.
share Caleb share with Drew. So it's like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, the back box that shit up, and put it in the fucking closet for some time.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you know, let's talk about what's coming out, what's coming forward, because you know you both rocking in here wearing some flame, you know, and I ain't even seen it yet. So what can we look forward to coming from the 23rd letter? You know what I'm saying, or where can we start copping some of this merch at?
I was waiting for that question. Right now, we're in the process of we're doing like a lot of shit up right now.
We're in the building stages,
Yeah.
gathering the equipment, you know.
But
We have, you know,
a lot of shit. That's
lot of
gonna
stuff.
drop out, like hats,
yeah.
hoodies of just different styles with hoodies with patches and stuff versus the decals and whatnot. There's different styles, man. Like
I mean, look at that right there.
Yeah.
we got the finals, Nuggets finals right
Nuggets
here.
finals, baby.
We went to
Championships.
the watch party or whatnot.
Watch
So
party
they
on the
made us some
game
shirts and
4.
whatnot.
Game 4 watch party.
With the
It would have been nice
$23.
they shut it down that night, but they didn't.
Yeah,
Got the M-Dub on there too.
That's what's up. Got the 23rd.
Got the 23rd.
You know, you got that one right there. We got the one
Got
South
this
Rock
one's
right there.
M-Dub right here. Got the
Okay.
Midwest Entertainment.
Hold on, let me
Got
so that's
the,
an M and the dub, and then the 2-3 underneath
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's tight.
We formed it out of there.
And then it looks like an M and a dub. That's tight.
And then the 23rd on the back.
The back and whatnot.
Oops, my bad. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
But,
You got the same 23rd on the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
so for that's out there currently, like this one, right?
Yeah, that one.
Where
Different colors too.
where can they go to cop it? Where shout out your social for the 23rd.
So right now, like you get it, the website is actually under construction. We've been having like a lot of problems, man. It's crazy. But all the like the Instagrams or whatnot, you can reach out to us on there on the Joey Sachs one or the 23rd letter one.
The 23rd letter, dude.
At the 23rd letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Twitter, same thing. Or my phone number, get a hold of us through email or whatnot as well. We'll deliver whatever it takes. Get you your product, get you, your needs, or whatnot.
For those viewers out there, man, if you're looking to support a locally owned business who gives back to the community, may I add once again, some brothers that are just trying to come together and do something positive for not only them and their families, but for everybody else. So make sure
It's
you
like
look
we-
out and support them.
It's more work than just us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
it's more
for
work
sure.
than just him.
There's
It's more
behind
work,
the
you know what I
scenes,
mean?
too.
There's a lot of work,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah, I don't want to discredit anybody that
Yeah.
you got working too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
we
that's-
got-
it's your. I'm glad
yeah.
you stopped me because it's your job to shout them out. Because
need-
I don't know them. You know what I'm saying?
we
So
don't.
you
We
gotta-
need people to help us out. Dog,
Yeah.
for real. Like if you know how to do computer graphics, we need to change our logo every couple prints.
This
Every
shit right
print.
here.
Yeah.
We need to do different layouts. We need people to lay this stuff out for us. You know what I mean? more computer savvy than myself.
Yeah.
And see, that's where you get the young man next to you there,
That's why
man,
the- yeah,
because
that's
hey,
right.
he know them motherfuckers that can do that shit.
My daughter called it too, so she's helping us out. My daughter's
Yeah,
helping us
so-
out too. So.
Dope.
Even getting on the Instagram and all that stuff ready, and you know, I don't even mess with this stuff really, to be honest. I
You have
stay
to
off.
start now, baby.
I gotta
Bruh,
start now.
If you present online, it's like sometimes it's just fuck. It seems like sometimes I wish I could just hire an assistant to do that shit
It's tough.
because then they can just spend like 4
That's what I'm
hours
looking
just
for.
doing that shit. You know, I don't want to be up in the
what I
phone.
kinda
like,
need, dog.
I don't want to get them looks when I'm up in the phone,
Wow, we
and
actually-
chilling
hey,
with my girl and like just trying to have family time. And she's like, "Why the fuck you in your phone for? Trying to spread the word, babe. Trying to blow up."
On that topic, if anybody could do that,
Yeah,
someone
for
too,
real.
we will compensate you for your time.
I do know that there is always young kids who are looking for extra credits because they're going
Yeah,
to
for
school for
real,
those,
something, dog.
those aspects. You know what I mean? So if you're a young student out there who's looking for some more credits and you're trying to get into college and you already work with marketing or social media or
Internships
computer
and
or
shit.
internships,
Reach out to us.
reach out because they're looking for somebody good, and I'm sure you could benefit it too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, just know that when you start a business, that it's not normally the person that starts the business. A lot of times, he doesn't really know a lot of the business aspects, so they need help. You know what I mean? So
Surround
just
yourself
take
with the
that in
resources.
Consideration, like anything you're looking at, any kind of business outlet you looking for. Look at that. Everybody needs help to grow their business. You know, so just kind of keep an eye out on that. You know, lawn company, dog. If you want to open up a lawn company, you know what I'm saying? Just
On that, yeah.
you know,
doing
just
that too. He's a
do
hustler.
whatever you feel like doing. You know, help whoever is willing to accept help. You know?
Yeah, everybody starts somewhere, and then from there it's just all the process, and are you willing to continuously grind?
Correct.
You know what I mean, and keep it up,
grow.
like even when times are tough, and even when sales are low, or even where numbers are low, or even when listens are low. Are you gonna continue to push through because you're gonna get one of those songs and it's gonna catch some ears, and then all of a sudden you're gonna go from like 100 views to 100,000 views, and you're that motherfucker now. You know what I mean? Like, so just be patient and continuously do
That's
it.
what I told him.
The best way to success is repetition.
Yep. I say get on that YouTube grind too and look at YouTube, and
sure.
well, not just for your own grind, but like
Or
YouTube
too,
is a
for
great
artists.
teacher.
For artists too.
trying to get
YouTube's
some
a great
videos
teacher of
recorded.
things. You can find some shit out like, hey, if we're trying to do something. A lot of the shit that I was trying to find out with getting this caster started up was through some of the stuff I learned on there. Some of the hints I learned on there when I was recording and making music. Some of the shit that I learned was on YouTube, just on how to, certain plugs or certain plugin sets or whatever on Pro Tools or on Logic or whatever you're using to record on, right? Like. YouTube's a great teacher. Like you can find some shit out on there. You got to go through some stupid ass videos sometimes. There's like
know what?
600 teachers on that motherfucker, but you'll find a good
find
one.
the right one.
You'll find a good
Like,
channel and get subscribed to that
you know what's
motherfucker.
crazy? There's a good channel, and it's DNA Sports Podcast, and they got instructional videos on showing you how to get down if you're a guy in the trenches and you didn't know how to work your hands. Shout out Coach Dom, I got videos out for you. If you throw discus and you're in track, shout out Coach Al, we got videos for you. If you need something, check out DNA Sports Training. Now that's
DNA Sports Denver.com. Would have been professional if you hit the website, goddammit. DNASportsDenver.com.
that's why you got me, boy.
But no, for real, go subscribe to that shit, man, because that YouTube number's low right now. We need y'all to
is.
come
Get it
through.
up.
We need you to come through like a hero in a cape and just get that number up. And we added about 60 videos to that motherfucker now. So
Count us in.
Hey man, so before we get on to the mailbag question, we have a mailbag question we do with everybody all the time. I want to ask Drew another question about music, right? We kind of got off the topic. Drew, with your current catalog that you have right now, and you said you're currently trying to build on it, right? Right now you already have a sound to your album. Is there any particular type of track you want to try to do to complete your album that you just haven't heard yet with the songs that you made, or are you gonna stay in that same lane and just make it kind of the same?
I feel like the songs I've been making have all been like kind of like about different shit. I don't think it's like it's all been bounced around a little bit low key.
Yeah.
I'm one song I'll make like some slow shit or singing shit kind of, and then the next song will be rapping and talking my shit type shit.
You got any features on any of yours?
Yeah, just I got Ball Out and I got my pops right here too.
For sure, for sure. You looking to hopefully collab with any females or do a track with a female or something like that? Get a singing on a hook.
Yeah, well, yeah, that shit would be hard. Anyone, I don't know any singing females right now, but shit,
fact,
if you could sing,
ASAP.
that shit would
that
be hard.
ASAP.
No cap.
Hey, you know that again, guys. If you're artists out there, you're trying to collab. You know, you got a young, hungry artist here. He's trying to do something
I
too.
have his up.
If you sing, make sure that you just shout them out because they're looking for artists. They're looking for collabs, and you know what you may have been missing might be sitting right here at this table. So holla.
So we just got the green light, Dom, on doing a little leakage
You
here.
could do try to go to my let me see. Try to go down a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to see if there's that Blizzy K on this one too. Yeah, you could do it. You could do whatever. You could do whatever. Which one you want?
Which one you want me to do, y'all?
You could do either the past 2 years or Blizzy K. Look, those ones are pretty cool.
See if this shit play. Sometimes
And these are old ones too.
I see I knew that shit. Let's see here.
Hey, well, my partner's figuring that out. Make sure that you go and check out, again, the 23rd Letters Instagram. All right, check them out. Cop some merch. Just like everything they got going, right? Because views, likes, everything is how young companies grow. And you got to make sure that you go out there, show them some love, and see if they got something that you can cop. There's some lady hoodies that they made that are pretty dope, too. So check out the 23rd Letters.
Hey, bro, pass that blunt real quick. Hey, shit, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. In my head, this shit ain't cool. I can't really fuck with you. No, I'm one, I'm on two. You a lie, ain't the truth. I'm the shit I thought you knew. Got a bag, yeah, a few. Got a bag, yeah, a few. So, nigga, what to do? Got a bag, yeah, a few. Got a bag, yeah, a few. Yeah, we pop some shit, so now we in it. I got another load, so we keep it spinning. And shit, I do it today. Lost my brother to some fuck shit, I don't know what to say. But shit is busy K. Lost myself, so I do this shit for Zay. Fuck all that talking, so I take it to the grave. I gotta smoke a blunt, so I don't feel the same. Let me show you some. All my niggas getting money, going really dumb. I got the 50 with the clip, and it's another drum. And I don't give a fuck, these niggas really talking some. They running lip, I cut the 50 right up on my hip. I got a 30 with the clip, and bitch, we empty it. Hold up, she wanna take it, bitch, I take it slow. I'm off the Henny, baby, let me show you what I know. Baby, hold up, let me show you what I know. I don't know what to do. In my head, this shit ain't cool. I can't really fuck with you. No, I'm one, I'm on two. You a lie, ain't the truth. I'm the shit I thought you knew. Got a bag, yeah, a few. Got a bag, yeah.
Hey, this new shit's crazy though. I'm not gonna lie, my new shit goes crazy.
And it's an evolution, right? Because this is, like you said, this is the beginning of it, and it's always a process. Because when you artists, we talked about the artists, we talk about football players, and everybody, in order to become great, has to continuously do it. So these few tracks, and by the time you get to 15, 16, 17, you're gonna find your lane, and then
You find your voice
so the new
too,
tracks
man.
we're wanting to distribute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's why, those are gonna take a little bit more time, probably.
Yeah,
like
for
just
sure.
another, hopefully like just a week, dog.
Yeah.
Hopefully just a week and we start getting on that.
I need them out.
But I just gotta make sure that all that behind stuff is cool.
Nah, it's important to get them repetitions, man. Just make heat, continue to sit there and make as many tracks as you can. Good tracks, put thoughts into them. You know what I'm saying? Like try to make each one be that one that's the one hit wonder, right? Like that's where you get paid for life, right? Like that's a fucked up term, but like you always want to make one. Like if you get one, bro, you get one. You're gonna get a second at least.
Hey, and even if you don't, shit, live off that one.
Hey, and if you got one, you at least
like, fuck it, I got it.
you got
know what I
one,
mean?
you
Like,
selling the record. So
that's for
you know what I
sure.
mean? Like,
I mean, if unless you don't like music, then you can just live on the one. I guess, right? You know what I mean?
but the more
If you like music, you're gonna be putting out. Right?
Well, it's just like Dom said,
that
though. The
point,
more
then the
shots
itch is
you
like-
take at that shit, the more cracks you get at that mug, the better you get. You find your voice.
Then
You
you
be like,
start-
oh, I love this style that I'm hitting right here. I love what I'm doing right here. And then next thing you know, you got it.
There's tracks I put out, even with my bro, that we never put out. I feel could have could have been that one.
Nah, I got a computer full of them, dude. I understand what
Yeah,
you're saying
you know
for
what I'm saying?
real,
Like,
for
shit.
real.
Hey, and you know, there's nothing better than a promo tour. So this right here is the start of it, right?
Yeah.
The anticipation to the
Yeah, we're
great
just starting
album
up.
that we're gonna release is doing promo runs like this, going to platforms and talking about the album and you know, kind of hyping it up and getting the followers and the listeners up, and then hitting them with the heat, and then that's how the numbers really do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Drew, you been on stage yet?
Nah, but I'm itching.
Ready.
Yeah? Keep working on that shit. Like, for real, like, even if you feel ready, just keep working on that
breathe
shit.
in, everything.
Yeah. You're
Stage
breathing,
presence.
not being stagnant in one spot, man. Like that's, honestly, that's where an artist's money's at.
Oh, yeah.
You know, is in their performance, in their touring. You know what I mean? That's where you get bread at. So just keep working on that shit, man. When you feel ready, fucking get a little crowd in the backyard and be like, "Yo, you motherfuckers about to listen to this show I'm putting on."
Shit, I be every time I'm at a family function or some shit. I'm always playing my shit, or I'm always freestyling some
shy,
shit.
that's
Where
for
them.
sure.
You freestyle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look at those eyes. He's about to do it to him.
Nah, it's love. No,
Hey, you know, Drew, love always, nephew. Like when you get ready to drop the album, you know, if you want to do another, get back on here and promote it again. You know, we really talk about that.
Show you love, dog.
and get that shit going, so that way we can make sure that everybody out there listening to us is listening to you. You know, however we can help. That's why we do this, right? We do that. We created this not only because this is what we enjoy, but also to help out others that we know. You know what I mean? Like community. We mentioned it before. Like, oh, you see in all our shout outs, we have every one of our shout outs is somebody that we personally fuck with. So I want to just tell you that if you want to come back, if you want to talk about it, if you want to hype up the album, most definitely.
We'll be more
Most
legit
definitely
with
be
all the links and all that stuff next time too.
hey, don't worry about it. It's a growing process, right?
It's a process,
growing
bro. That's
process,
all
right?
it is,
Like
right?
it's
a
all love.
process, and-
Hey, I appreciate you guys for coming because it gives us a different topic to branch out on and to talk about and to
grows
you know
us.
we love DNA Sports Podcast the way it is. You know what I mean about sports, but we also have me and Dom. We're more than just football. We're more than just coaching. We're more than just track. Like we have other life. I love hip hop, man. I grew up in the game, man. I was active in the game for a long time, dude. Did fucking over 200, 300 shows around this motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
us too, bro.
you know, so
Crazy how we never linked up.
We just had our boy on here who's, you know, one of the members of Prime Element. You know what I mean? And Prime Element was one of the biggest, you know, groups in Colorado. So, you know what I mean?
It's love, man. It's that scene, dude.
got
Like,
it. We got
love
the
seeing
love
young
for it.
artists.
What's up?
Love seeing young hungry artists, man. Because right now the world is this kid's appetite. Like, he can eat that whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? And you know that shit gets a little wild on the road, but it's awesome to see that young vigor in the game, bro. To get it going, bro.
I agree, brother. Yeah, I agree.
Mailbag question, though.
What's that look about, dog? You thought I said something else, huh? Nah, bro. I got a vocabulary, dog.
The
I went to
mailbag-
North, but I got a vocabulary.
The mailbag question of the day is, and this could go for all of us on the board, right? Who are your top 3 artists of all time overall? I'm not talking just lyrics.
Just our
I'm not
opinion on our
talking
top 3.
Stage presence. I'm just your opinion on the top 3, and it doesn't have to be because they're the best. I could start it off.
Are we talking about hip hop?
Yeah. Who
Oh,
do you think
okay.
we're talking about?
I didn't know if we're talking
like
about pop.
Picasso and stuff.
I thought we were talking about pop. I
Oh,
was about to say Taylor.
so
Dylan. And then Taylor. Sorry, go ahead.
Jay-Z, Biggie.
See, you
Gun to
already,
a head, Cole.
you already failed it.
Cole. J. Cole.
Cole.
J. Cole number 3.
Okay.
Shit. Top. Big Al.
Cole.
You guys know about Big Al. I'm gonna go with Eminem. And I'm gonna go ahead and go with Biggie.
And you're saying lyrics?
Nah, whatever.
Your overall
Your
top
favorite,
3.
like if you have an album, I'm going into my phone.
My for sure is gonna be different from your guys'.
Yeah, you're younger generation.
Oh, yeah, that's
why.
fine.
That's
Yeah.
why I was interested in this.
I'm gonna do Kendrick.
Mm.
Kid Up, though.
And then I'm gonna do shit. I like what's his name? What's that fool's name? It's on the tip of my tongue too. So I'm just gonna say Dirk right now, well, because I gotta get that out the way. Little Dirk, because I obviously that fool's a goat. And then I'm gonna say what's his name? Jonah Lucas. That's what.
Oh, yeah.
Jonah
Yeah,
Lucas is hard.
fire.
His name for a second.
Jonah's
Jonah
cold.
Lucas. That food's cold.
He is fire. That's a good little crew right there.
Who's playing?
Oops,
that you
my
play?
bad.
I was like, who's playing?
That's the new one, dog.
Oh, sneak peek.
Y'all can't hear that shit right now.
Oh, sneak peek.
Y'all
Leaking.
can't.
Hey, and it
I
sounded.
wasn't trying to
Hey,
do that.
that little glimpse already sounded fire for all you viewers out there. Saw what's up since you're over here leaking shit. Who's your top three?
I don't got top three, dog. I listen to music, dog. So I listen to everything, and I fucking
All
you
genres.
know what I mean?
Everybody
So
else.
What's
I
three
listen
of your
to
favorite
everything,
producers
dog.
then?
Three of my favorite producers.
Yeah.
Can't at least do that. Come on, guy.
I guess Dre for sure.
Okay.
Come on, bro. You got
Fucking. I used to like them Player and Skills, them fools
Yeah,
back in the
okay.
day.
playing skills.
I used to like.
Used to. Who do you like, bro? Not used
Who
to.
do I like?
Who
Well, I
do
mean,
you
I
like?
still like them. I
What's
still
your
fucks
top,
with them.
What's your top three? bro?
Right now,
with it,
the fuck is that dude who did the Spider-Man shit? I mean, I don't really fuck with the producers, right? I fuck with the music.
Okay.
Right? So each track is different. So I listen to everything. I don't just focus on one guy. So,
Well, I mean,
but I be fucking with like Peso right now. You know the new shit. Some
Okay.
of the new shits, the Mexican OT shit like that.
Fires Mexican OT.
Still dog, still all the PRE. I still.
see, I knew he was gonna get that shit out of
I
you
mean?
one way or the other.
I'm like, come on. dog.
we knew he was gonna
I
get
mean,
that.
I've always wanted someone like Creep or something to fuck with Skinny Pimp or something like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You said of all time. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. I
You
just
know
want to
what I mean?
know where your head's at with
You
it.
know, Twister's always been dope.
Twist is hard.
You know, K Reno. Nobody know about K Reno probably around here.
No.
Shit like that. Fucking Player Fly, all them Memphis shits, old school Memphis.
Hell yeah.
Who you rocking with, brother?
Well, me?
Top three. I think I know already because we had this conversation like 17 times.
I'm rocking
Argument.
I'm rocking with me.
Yeah, that's what's up.
There you go.
Me, and me, motherfucker.
And then I'll go Andre 3000
Yeah,
It's cold.
and then Jadakiss.
dope.
That is dope.
You know, honestly, I was gonna say Creep,
Yeah,
I beat you to the punch. I said me.
Yeah.
but I didn't want to sound all corny, dog.
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, see, corny motherfucker. Hey, you know what?
But I mean it.
Look at his face.
I'll battle anybody. No, just fucking.
Nah, hey, that's why I started my shit originally, dog. Was Creep.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? So that's why I'm starting it again. Was his son?
Yo,
And then that's why he started.
You know what I mean?
See that circle of life right there?
Hey,
You know what I'm
dog.
saying?
Snap
That's
my
a
leaf, bro.
transition,
Hey,
bro.
all it
Like,
takes is one
Creep,
motherfucker
dog.
to
I
believe
fucks
in
with
you.
Creep, always.
All it
dog.
takes is one motherfucker to believe in you, to inspire you enough to get some shit done. And then two motherfuckers are together, bro. Shit gets happening. Shit gets moving.
and it could happen quick. And if you ask anybody, ask your pops, you know what I mean? From opening up for Flip, Two Live Crew, fucking Devin the Dude, you name it. Tons of artists, you know what I'm saying? From buying the equipment to all of a sudden doing shows. And honestly, one of the time frame back then was really a good time in hip hop for Colorado because you had all kinds of crews. You know, you had the Infinite Minds, Cutting Crews, the
Big Daddy
TMEs, the
Records.
Prime Elements, like all kinds of different.
How the fuck did we not overlap? When did you
what I was
guys open
saying,
up for Flip?
Shit. Man, what was
Several
that song?
times,
A few times we did, but the first time I think it was like 04.
Okay.
I want to say 03, 04.
04. Back when he was like right in his prime too.
Yeah.
Devin the Dude. Did
Devin
for,
the Dude.
what was that, like,
Oriental.
4th of July, him and Bone Crusher.
Yeah, Bone Crusher.
I remember that one.
Chameleonaire. Man,
I got a story for a little Flip story. I'll tell you guys off air. Fucking- the last time we opened up for Little Flip.
Hey man, this has been a great episode. I'm personally like, this is a special one for me, right? This is family and shit. Like I got my family on here, and you know, just showing love to the people that I love. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna close out today's episode by saying, make sure you go and check out their Instagram at the 23rd letter. Make sure you check out his SoundCloud, West Drew. Support and show love to Midwest Entertainment because they're coming. And we also want to give a special shout out to Icon Sales and Boxing, Anytime Flood Restoration, and the Play Harder podcast.
Yes, sir.
Rebel Promotions, Black Sevens, Janice's Catering, Lash All Beauty, Cutthroats Barbers and Anglers, The Canyon Fly Shop, Westminster Youth Football Association. We're coming. All right, we're coming for all those teams who think you got shit locked down.
Yeah.
We're here, motherfuckers.
Let's go.
Hey, can I get one more?
One more, baby.
Yo, shout out to Inkless Laser. Go follow
Sir.
them on Instagram. Brand new, bringing tattoo removal to affordability to a neighborhood near you. Straight up.
Hey, I need you, bro. I'm gonna come see you. You
Yo.
already see. I showed you the tattoo I need you to work on, so I'm coming.
He's coming. He's coach.
I know
He's
which one
Coach
he's talking
Dom
about.
Prime.
Yeah, Coach Don Prime.
Hey, fellas, man, we appreciate y'all for hopping on,
appreciate
man.
you guys
Let's
much,
get into
man.
these stories, man. Mad love and
all
appreciation.
day.
We out of this mug. Peace.
Peace.